Hi guys, and hello from the hilltop. This is the Plateau Perfectionist, and this is my setting up of March's monthly spread in my simple elephant journal. Alright, so in case you haven't noticed, I actually have two different journals. One is my bullet journal, and then this is my simple elephant planner. And so here's my January spread. I kind of want to show it off a little bit. Last month's was the succulent theme, and then this month we are going with a lantern theme because I found these lantern stickers put out by the paper planner. I found them at Hobby Lobby, and I figured that they would look so cute on this monthly spread. And so to add a little color, I am using my Mildliners. I ended up using, I think, 5 or 6 colors for my little dots here for my numbers, just because I wanted it to be bright and colorful just like the lanterns. And I did do very similar to my succulents from last month in that I kind of went with this diagonal pattern to kind of, also just because it has color, also to keep it consistent. And so this was kind of like a tanny red color, almost like a muddy terracotta. And then I also went with my green, light blue, yellow. I think there's even some purple and pink later on. And so I'm coloring in all the dots just because the gray is all wonderful, but I'm a colorful person. I gotta have color, especially with those colorful lanterns that I'm putting in. Alright, so there's a little bit of a time skip there, and as you can see, I did the primary colors were the blue, green, purple, yellow, and red. And so there's the blue, and then that stripe that's going to be in the middle is going to be the greens. As for the note section on the far side, I noticed that I barely even used that in January and February. So I decided that would be basically prime real estate to put my lantern stickers in later. And I also thought about trying to highlight or color the days of the week in as well, but they didn't turn out nearly as good as I thought they would, so I fixed it later. So here are the starts of my lantern stickers. As you can see, they are mildly transparent, but I figured that they were such vibrant colored stickers that, to be honest, once you really just kind of look at the page, you don't notice them as much. Certain ones are more transparent than others. So like the blue one, you can barely see the stripes through, but the one above it you can, and after a while you just kind of get visually blind to it. But so something about the stickers is that there's basically like 5 or 6 different lantern shapes, and they're just different colors. But either way, I thought they were really cute, and so I got 4 on there, and I was like, well, that's all the space I've got. So I was like, no, I'm going to cut them, and then I'm going to put them in the middle. And I actually think this turned out really well. I only had one hiccup, which was that little tassel piece right there. And so I decided to cut it just so it would, when I close the journal or the planner, it would fold instead, and I wouldn't have this little stick-up tail piece. And then, of course, it got stuck to the page, and I had an adventure trying to get it off the page. You're lucky this isn't double time. And then after that, I learned how to better cut these so I wouldn't end up with that particular issue with the tassels at the bottom of the lanterns. But I keep saying but a lot. This is what I get for not having a script. So as you can see, the dot colors that I used with the markers really actually fit the lanterns really well. That blue one that I'm putting down is probably one of my favorite lanterns. I'm a blue person through and through. And then on this side, I decided to add some more lanterns, and since I had the other half of the lantern and it wasn't going to fit there, that was just a crazy person, I decided to put some of the lantern pieces on my weeklies just to kind of tie them together, and because I did that with the washi tape for the succulents as well as some of the succulent stickers, and I think I ended up using all of my lanterns for this monthly spread, so what lantern halves I have are, that's it. And of course I had to mark my place in my weeklies. That's probably one of my only problems with this particular Simple Elephant planner, is that all the months are at the beginning, and then all the weeks are in the middle, and then there's some lined paper at the end, and that when I was a kid and I had planners in school, that is not how they were set up. I had a month, and then I had a week, a month's worth of weeks, and then I had another month, etc., etc. So having all of the months at the beginning of the book and all the weeks in the middle of the book sometimes really throws me. I really have to use those two bookmark ribbons just to find my place. And to see, I keep getting lost because I don't have a ribbon. But okay, so moving on. Again, more lantern stickers, because why not? And I even got fancy and cut a couple totally not by accident cattywampus, so they kind of sit like that. And that one was small enough I could fit it on the other side and didn't have to put it on another weekly spread. But I did it I did it ziggy-zaggy and not just straight up and down, because that would look totally boring. And this reminded me so much of like a Japanese festival of lanterns and all the bright colors, and I would totally love to go see one of these days, but I am poor and cannot go overseas, so this is how I imagine it would totally look like. I didn't want to put all of my lanterns on one thing, so I decided to stick one on a second one. And then, see the little elephant in the top right hand corner? Those are specifically for the Simple Elephant planners, and it's a goal thing, so if every time you see the elephant, it'll remind you, hey, have you actually done any progress on your goals? Yeah, I thought that was so cute. Alright, so I decided to go ahead and do the lines, and this time I was smart and I used a ruler. So as you can see, I have a ruler. It is put out by BBF. That's the name on the rulers. It was in a set of 3, and I bought them primarily because they are stencils. One is triangles, one is circles, and one is squares. And I bought it for the square one, so that way when I make boxes in my bullet journal, I can use it as a template. The only problem that I have with those particular rulers, as I've mentioned in another one of my my bullet journal plan with me's, is that they only come in metric. And I, who live in the United States, can use metric, but I prefer to use standard. So, but I bought those for like the template and to use as a straight edge. If I really need something that has inches in it, my mom has a ruler. I can borrow a ruler, or I can go to the dollar store and buy one for $1. But yeah, so I decided to keep with the multicolored themes on the horizontal lines, and then on the vertical lines, I think I went with either a purple or a gray. I think it was purple. See, this is not scripted. I am totally doing this. I'm watching the video. And see, purple. It was purple. I'm not crazy. And then, and then for the bottom line and the top line border edges, I did pink. Why? Because I wanted to, and it is my planner, and I can do whatever I want to. I also, I think, used the purple to write in the month, the March month. And I tried to do fancy script, and it didn't turn out well because I can't do fancy scripts. This was probably the only outlining I did, was just around the edges. Like I said, I wasn't going to use the note section, so I didn't really do anything with that. I just put the lanterns on it and wished for the best. Hot pink on the edges, and up at the top. You are so lucky I'm using a ruler. I don't like using rulers, but there you go. And then, as I said before, I don't know if you can see it, but like Friday and Wednesday are slightly blue. That is because I try to use the Mildliners to color in the days of the week, and it looks absolutely terrible. So later what I ended up doing was I got some washi tape and I ended up covering over the strip where the days of the week is. I used a darker washi. I really didn't want to. I wanted to kind of keep with the colors, but I think the dark blue that I ended up using worked out really well. Mostly because the darker the washi, the less you can see the days of the week through it, from what I have learned by using washi, which I have very little supply. And again, I am a minimalist, so I try not to buy too much in excess. So see, fancy script, looks terrible, but I did it, and I even gave it a drop shadow. Alright, so as we all noticed, I am trying to use these numbers up. I both like and dislike them. I like them because they fit so perfectly in these little dots, except when I miss like that. The problem is that they don't come off the cellophane clear plastic page so well, so I really have to fight them sometimes to get them off the sticker page. You can't see because I cut it, but there was like 2 minutes of me trying to get these stupid stickers off of the thing. And then of course I have to write in the major holiday and draw an absolutely ugly looking shamrock, which then I promptly covered over with whiteout because it was so very ugly. See? Ugly. Terrible. Then it disappears. Magic. Alright, so as you can see, the days of the week are colored and they look terrible, so I covered it with this dark washi. And then what I ended up doing was I ended up using some days of the week stickers that I have that I bought from a Etsy shop called Peanut Butter Taco. I've mentioned them before on Instagram, but they like I said, they fit so perfectly on these spaces, and I'm like, it was meant to be. I'm a very serendipitous person. So they're in Monday through Sunday. That's why I started on Monday instead of Sunday. I didn't want to fight the bottom of the page. And isn't such a pretty script? One of my favorite things about these stickers is that they are a matte finish. So unlike the number dates that are they totally reflect against my light, those matte stickers don't. Okay, so as you can see, I have these 3 dots at the bottom underneath 26, 27, and 28, and that was going to bug me. So I grabbed my Happy Planner sticker book of quotes and all its quotiness, and figured I could find a sticker that I could put in that space so I wouldn't look at those dots and think that they're days I need to write in. I did find one that said lucky, and I totally put it over the month and year just because it's March. You know, lucky. Totally. And then the one that I found to cover over that space was bright yellow. It matched with the lanterns. I thought it was freaking perfect. And I think I was either between that one or one that said like enjoy life or something, but it was black and white. Why would I put black and white? It's crazy. So it says shine so bright they can't look away. And how fitting is that? Because my theme is lanterns. I'm a genius. So that is my setup for my monthly spread for March 2020. And alright guys, I want to thank you for watching my video. I would really appreciate a like, subscribe, comments are always appreciated. And as always, you can find me on Instagram at the Plateau Perfectionist with underscores in between each word, on Facebook by the same name minus the underscores, and of course my website, theplateauperfectionist.com, where I try to put up at least a blog a month, whether it be about bullet journaling, organizing, or anything else that comes to mind. So thank you guys again. Hope you have a great day. Bye.